Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It is Thursday, December 28th. David, it's that weird time of the year, the week between Christmas and New Year's, when you really don't know what day it is. It's a skeleton crew.
You really don't care what day it is.
Yeah.
What you really care about is what the weather is going to be like on a day like today, because you want to get outside, you want to enjoy something, you want to take all the toys that you got for Christmas outside and play with them.
Did you get toys for Christmas?
No, but
I didn't.
You didn't even get outside, tractor toys or anything like that?
No, I already got the tractor. Okay. But I mean, but I can go home and drive. I'm in the tractor now. I mean, look at that.
It's beautiful.
No, a lot of people say, well, it's too cold out there. But just think, put on a jacket compared to in the middle of the summer when it was, you couldn't even step outside. But it is absolutely gorgeous out there. Fantastic sunrise this morning, and it's still pretty chilly, although we've warmed up quite a bit. We dropped down to 37 in the hourly readings for low temperature, up to 44 right now. And notice that bottom number, dew point 35, so it's still very low. Not much of a breeze out there at all. We're going to make it up to 62 later on today. The aquifer did continue to drop down. Unfortunately, looks like that's going to be the trend over the next few days, because there's nothing as far as rain in the forecast over the next few days. Mountain cedar is still high, but about half of what it was yesterday. It was up to 8,200 approximately, and mold is on the low side. Take a look at some of the temperatures around the area right now. Still freezing out there in Bandera as well as Comfort. Bernie hit freezing earlier this morning. So did Kerrville. So did Bulverde, and now up into the 40s in and around the metropolitan area right here. And again, not much of a breeze, so we did have the perfect radiational cool, and we had a slight little breeze earlier this morning, and that was pretty much about it. So cold start this morning, absolutely beautiful day. We started off below normal. We're going to make it up to a normal high temperature later on today. Same thing tomorrow. Really cold down in the 30s, up to normal. Then weekend, we start off chilly on Saturday, get up into the mid 60s, a little bit warmer still on Sunday. We're going to make it up to 70. Then a front's going to move on through here as we ring in the new year, and it's going to be a cold start to 2024 with highs only in the 50s for the first few days of next week. What about any rain chances? We will check on that coming up in just a couple of minutes. Sarah, David?
Thank you, Mike. Let's take a look outside with traffic. Hey, you know what? There's going to be a lot of people on the roads. Looks like we have an activity there. We have a closure at the exit ramp at I-10 and Crossroads. Not sure if it's a crash yet. It looks like there is a tow truck there. Hopefully they'll be clearing that soon. David, I know there's a lot of people on the roads today, coming and going from wherever their holiday destination was, and also in town for the Alamo Bowl.
Yeah, we can't wait for the Alamo Bowl tonight. It's going to be, and those folks will be getting outside, driving around town, checking out South Texas, because a lot of folks from Arizona or Oklahoma may not have been to South Texas before.
Right. So welcome.
And here's today's 9 at 9.
This week, Mexican officials moved to clear a migrant encampment on the Rio Grande River as U.S. officials met with Mexico's president to limit the surge of migrants. Mexico began clearing tents from the encampment in a border city across from Brownsville, Texas. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken talked with the president of Mexico. He says he is willing to help, but he wants to see progress in U.S. relations with Cuba and Venezuela.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard is set to be released from prison today. She pleaded guilty in 2015 to second-degree murder, to killing her mother, who forced her to pretend she was disabled, as well as undergo unnecessary medical procedures as part of a fraud scheme. Blanchard testified that she convinced her boyfriend at the time to stab her mother to death. Her story was the focus of a Hulu miniseries in 2019 called The Act.
The home where 4 University of Idaho college students were killed last year is set to be torn down today. School officials are calling it an important step toward finding closure, and neither the prosecution nor the defense objected to the demolition. But families of victims say the house is a critical piece of evidence and could eventually help find answers. Meanwhile, the trial date for those murders has still not been scheduled.
The New York Times is going to court over AI. The paper now suing OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, and its biggest investor, Microsoft. It says OpenAI trained its systems on copyrighted stories by the Times, effectively stealing billions of dollars worth of work.
An FDA investigation into the illness linked to cinnamon applesauce pouches is finding that lead contamination may have been an intentional act, and those responsible be held accountable. There has been 82 confirmed illnesses linked to high levels of lead in the pouches. The majority of those impacted are very young, but also adults up to the age of 53 have been affected.
Frozen fish fillets that were sold at Whole Foods Market being recalled due to an undeclared soy allergen. It applies to the 365 Whole Foods Market beer battered pollock and cod fillets. The fillets were sold nationwide between September 8th and December 22nd. The company says it has not received any reports of illnesses, but those sensitive to soy may have a serious allergic reaction and should throw out the fillets.
Pizza Hut delivery drivers in the state of California will soon be without jobs. The company made the business decision to lay off all delivery driver positions by the end of February. More than 1,200 employees will be affected. The job cuts will take place before California's minimum wage jumps in April from $16 an hour to $20 an hour.
Two of Apple's high-end Apple Watches are available again after a federal court temporarily lifted a sales ban. And the issue came after a patent fight over how the watches measured blood oxygen levels. The Series 9 and Ultra 2 Apple Watches contain technology that another company says it developed. Apple says the watches will be back on its websites by 10 a.m. today.
Company Gas Buddy says gasoline prices will drop in 2024 for the second year in a row. It says Americans will spend $32 billion less at the pump next year. It projects an average per gallon price of $3.38. That would be 13 cents less than this year. A big drop from 2022's average per gallon of $3.95. Right now, the average price here in San Antonio is $2.67 per gallon. And that's today's 9 at 9.
And any morning headlines, New York City getting ready for the big New Year's celebration by beefing up security, and weather and air travel not having a happy holiday.
No, they're not. And your ability to buy a home may get better in the new year thanks to lower interest rates, hopefully. And the person of the year has a lot of style.
All right, we're just a few days away from one of the iconic New Year's celebrations in the entire world, when the ball drops in Times Square counting down to the new year. This year's celebration in Times Square going to be monitored a little more closely by law enforcement patrols. The reason? So much is going on around the world, mainly the war between Israel and Hamas. That fighting has caused a lot of protests here in the U.S., mostly pro-Palestinian protests. They have shut down roads and highways, blocked buildings. There's concern the protesters could try and disrupt New Year's Eve celebrations in New York.
There's always a serious concern around safety in New Year's Eve. These are very volatile situations.
Yeah, police have added drones, vehicle scanning devices, and radiation detectors to help monitor the celebration.
Now to the extreme weather once again impacting travel for millions of Americans during the holiday this week as we approach New Year's weekend. Today is one of the busiest travel days of the year, and we're seeing a big storm in the northeast, up to 4 inches of rain possible through this morning, causing more travel trouble through the busy northeast. In the air, this holiday travel week already seeing a lot of list of flight delays with record crowds at the airport, the FAA blaming air traffic staffing problems, and flight congestion for traveler frustration in Florida. Just days after Southwest Airlines was fined a record $140 million for last year's travel meltdown, the airline saw hundreds of delays yesterday. A bird strike caused problems for a flight heading to Austin, quickly returning to Fort Lauderdale. It's the second bird strike on a Southwest plane in less than a week.
There is a good chance the Federal Reserve could drop interest rates next year. That's after they raised rates 11 times last year. Home mortgage rates went above 7% for some loans this past October. They have dropped below 7% and could go even lower. And that's why experts are telling future home buyers, especially first-time buyers, to get ready. Make sure you are ready to go and buy something you can afford when things change.
When you get back in the market, houses are going to come in. When there's a lot of demand, they're going to go fast. Somebody else is going to be ready to move. You want that person to be you.
All right, one big tip, make sure you keep trying to improve your financial position so you can get a better loan.
All right, David, we know Taylor Swift is the person of the year. She had sold out stadium tours, had 3 best-selling albums, and also scored big at the box office in March. Swift embarked on a record-breaking worldwide tour. It's expected to rake in more than $2 billion in North America ticket sales alone. Swift even helped bail out the box office in a difficult year. With the movie version of her Eras Tour concerts, it made $96 million on its opening weekend in the U.S. and Canada, and Swiftfluence spread beyond music this year. The artist was spotted not on the bleachers, but in a box as she debuted that famous new relationship. The love story between her and Travis Kelce boosted ticket sales and NFL TV ratings. It all comes down to a powerful bond that she has forged with her fans using hidden messages, clues, and Easter eggs in her performances and in social media.
If Taylor Swift's proven anything, even to people who don't listen to her music, is that she will not stop creating at the highest level. So no, only Taylor will decide, how and where she moves. And when she comes back, like every other time, she'll be dedicated and committed to it. That's the one thing I really appreciate about Taylor Swift is when she comes out with a record or a tour, she's all in.
The Eras Tour continues through 2024, so we all know all too well that it will be probably another year of Swift success.
She's catching a lot of flack for the Chiefs not playing so well these days either. So.
I saw that, but they're saying, is she a distraction or, or...
Well, if those guys getting paid that much money can concentrate on a 60-minute football game and they're distracted by somebody up in the stands.
Thank you, David.
Maybe they should take a pay cut.
Thank you, David. That's great. I love that.
I mean, that's for the fans. They can have all the Taylor Swift they want.
Right.
They
got to get their head in the game.
Ball, Travis.
Yeah.
9:09, 45 degrees.
Still ahead on GMSA at 9.
We have a community that's striving to become better skilled, more educated.
After the break, Tiffany Huertas introduces us to a local organization focused on recruiting and retaining high-wage jobs in the San Antonio area.
Welcome back. It's 9:13. An organization here in San Antonio sharing some big wins as recruiters close out the year.
Tiffany Huertas explains why some companies are choosing San Antonio and how air connectivity is supporting local economic activity.
As we prepare to welcome the new year, we sit down with Romanita Mata Barrera, Chief Business Advancement Officer for Greater SATX, to look back at some of this year's business and economic highlights.
As we were planning for 2023, we had set out a goal of generating 1,200 leads. I think we ourselves were a bit astounded by that big number, but we were so proud that our team was able to really qualify these leads, some of which materialized into really big wins for us in San Antonio.
Come on, Team San Antonio.
In October, Greater SATX, alongside city and county leaders, announced that JCB, the world's largest privately owned construction, agricultural, and industrial equipment manufacturing company, was expanding to San Antonio. It's expected to have a $30 billion economic impact over the next 10 years and bring more than 1,500 jobs to San Antonio. San Antonio's location is attractive to businesses, but Mata Barrera says it's all about the people.
We have a young community, and we have a community that's striving to become better skilled, more educated, and that is going to really lead in to support our competitiveness.
Mata Barrera says this year they also set out to increase international air connectivity.
We proudly announced 2 major announcements: direct flight to Frankfurt, Germany, and to Querétaro in Mexico. And Querétaro is a highly industrialized city. Toyota, many of the suppliers have operations there, and Frankfurt is really going to be our entryway into Europe.
For next year, Greater SATX is going after more markets, focusing on developing San Antonio's workforce and supporting local businesses.
Not only with workforce development efforts, but operationally and in any other way that is key to ensuring their economic competitiveness.
And they hope to work with more surrounding communities.
Just a few years ago, we really leaned into partnering with our regional economic development counterparts, all the way from New Braunfels to Shirt, Seguin, they have a lot of key assets to land, assets to people. And so we have really realized that we're much stronger and much more competitive when we all position ourselves as a region, market ourselves as one.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
Ooh, that picture right there is almost what it looks like today.
Beautiful out. Perfect
Like
weather.
that camera from the Alamo Dome.
Yeah. For all of our visitors that are visiting for the Alamo Bowl, welcome.
Yeah.
And they have some beautiful weather.
This is, talk about near perfect in my book. I know a lot of folks think it's a little too cold out there, but yeah, we did get down in the 30s this morning, but when you have all these blue skies out there and temperatures that are so pleasant, it's a nice time to just walk around and visit the city. So if you are walking around visiting and then going to be heading maybe off this evening or the game or something like that, make sure you probably need a jacket all day long, but especially this evening because it's going to cool off very, very quickly once that sun thinks about going down. When the sun was coming up, that's when this picture was taken. Hello to a new day, an absolutely beautiful, beautiful day. And the rest of 2023 is going to be gorgeous. Dry, unfortunately, kind of like most of the rest of the year. And 2024, not going to start off very moist either. Absolutely spectacular out there right now. Yeah, the sunrise was beautiful. We got blue skies, dry air down here at the surface, dry air upstairs in the atmosphere, and that's why we've got those beautiful blue skies. Nobody is freezing right now. 35 Comfort, 36 in Kerrville. Valverde's up to 40. You did hit 32 degrees. Easy for me to say this morning. 44 out there at the airport, 45 at Stinson as well as at Randolph. And throughout the rest of today, again, nothing but sunshine, blue skies out there. We will continue to warm up. So we're going to be gaining basically 20 degrees across the board from the low this morning up to the noon temperature of 56. And then we continue up from there up to 62. So we started off on the cool side of things, but we're going to end up at a normal high temperature. And then, like I said, things will cool off pretty quickly once the sun goes down tonight. So we'll be back down into the mid to lower 50s by early to mid evening. Satellite picture, couple of clouds, as you can see as this loops on through here that swept through earlier in the overnight hours. But otherwise nothing going on. That's all part of, and as you can see, that huge storm system there, that low, which is centered right about Ohio, and that's what is not only pulling down a lot of colder air around here, but also some of this wintry precipitation in parts of the mid-south, and then a lot of rain up there to the northeast. If you still have any travel plans today, you want to check ahead because they're getting some little bit of snow as well as rain in Chicago, the big hub there, Detroit, and then off in the northeast, and there may be that little bit of a domino effect with some of those flights. So just kind of keep an eye out for that. Temperatures, most of the country is definitely on the cold side. At least the heart of the country is. El Paso at 30, still freezing up there in Oklahoma City. And look at that, 16 right now at Bismarck. And we are going to get another surge of colder air coming in here, but not before it gets warmer as we head on in toward the end of the weekend. So forecast today, we make it up to 62 today. Start off cold again tomorrow, down to 35, up to 62 once again, and still another chilly start on Saturday, then up to 65, 70 on Sunday. Normal low being 63 right now, so very much above normal on New Year's Eve. But Sunday evening, another front's going to be working its way on through here. So that's going to pull down that latest shot of colder air coming on in for the start of 2024. We'll be down to 41 in the morning, but only in the 50s to start off the first few days of next week. There is a chance for a couple of showers on Wednesday. Not a huge chance of rain as of right now. And as far as next weekend is concerned, that's one of those we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on things. 'Cause, looks like there's a chance. Computer model runs say kind of holding back. So still a week away. We're still going to be watching things. But as of right now, the only shot at anything precipitation wise is going to be in about a week.
Take what we can get.
True.
Thank you, Mike.
9:20, 45 degrees.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
Welcome to the Eras Tour.
From summer blockbusters to once-in-a-lifetime concert experiences, we'll take a look at the top entertainment milestones of 2023.
All right, it's time to look back at the big stories of entertainment last year.
Well, this year, Not last year yet.
I'm already into next year.
You're ready, moving forward.
Jumped ahead.
So you'll definitely recognize the names and the events that made this such a memorable year. ABC's Melissa Dawn has a rocking review of 2023.
2023 was a year of historic events and major change in entertainment.
I think we could sum up entertainment in 2023 with one word: disruption.
In May, the Writers Union went on strike against Hollywood studios, and in July, the Actors Union struck as well.
Those strikes literally brought Hollywood to a screeching halt. Nothing was going on while the writers and the actors were on strike.
It was the first time the two unions had been on strike together in 63 years. The writers reached agreement with the studios in September, and the actors' strike ended with a new deal in November.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once was the big winner at the Oscars, taking the Best Picture, Best Actress, and both Supporting Actor awards.
Hi, Barbie!
Hi, Ken! Two very different movies released on the same day in July dominated the summer box office.
When I think 2023 in film, I think Barbenheimer. There's nothing else really. It is all about Barbie and Oppenheimer. People were going to see Barbie and Oppenheimer on the same day.
Welcome to the Eras Tour. When it comes to music in 2023, one name stands alone.
Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift.
She had the highest grossing concert tour of the year. The movie from that tour became the biggest concert film of all time. She was named Time Magazine's Person of the Year, and she practically broke the internet with her relationship with Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce.
I have nothing to prove to anyone at this point.
Beyonce's Renaissance tour grossed more than $500 million this year, and like Taylor Swift, she took her concert movie directly to theaters.
Beyonce could have had any studio distributing, her concert film about her Renaissance tour, but Beyonce said, you know what? I don't need a studio either. I'm going to go straight to the theaters.
On TV, Succession earned the most Emmy Award nominations this year with 27. The Last of Us had 24 nominations. The White Lotus has 23, and Ted Lasso earned 21. The Emmy Awards show was delayed this year due to the Hollywood strikes. It will air in January. Melissa Dawn, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Interesting trend. Taylor Swift goes on this big-time concert tour, makes all this money, but then she does a movie about the concert.
And does it all over again.
Does it all over, and
Smart
then
girl.
Beyonce does the same thing. Is that the new trend for 2024?
Well, I mean, if you can't afford the tickets, you go to the theater.
You go to the theater and see a shortened, edited up version of a concert.
Yeah, you got better seats.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, that just seems like it's the new trend.
Yeah, they're smart.
Especially if you're big time.
These ladies, they know. It's 9:26 and 46 degrees.
Still coming up on the news at 9, including the matchup between Oklahoma and Arizona tonight. We're going to hear from the head football coaches on what we can expect in the big game. Good looking trophy, too.
And let's make your garden an MVP this year. I'll tell you my top 5 plants that thrived in 2023.
Outside with live cam. This is San Antonio, Texas winter right here. It doesn't get any better than this. Cold in the morning, or chilly in the morning, and then it rises up in the afternoon in the 60s. Perfect golfing weather.
It's one of those things you don't know if you need maybe the heater on, but then turn it off by like around 10 o'clock, because then you get up to 70 degrees in the afternoon.
But see, it's perfect for like fireplaces.
Mm-hmm.
When the sun goes down, it gets cold. You can crank up the fireplace.
Yeah, you're not for like early morning or late night tonight, Mike. Fireplace.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably don't want it during, well, you may want it during the day. I mean, we're still on the cool side right now, only in the 40s, and we'll make it up to 60 later on today. But yeah, tonight's going to be a nice night. And make sure, let's emphasize this, if you haven't had a check your fireplace out. We haven't had many opportunities to use it yet this season, but it will obviously, have that opportunity will arise, and even over the weekend. So check it out there. All right, speaking of the weekend, it is New Year's Eve sneak peek. It's going to be very warm, no fireplace on Sunday, but Monday, different situation. A little bit cooler around here, only 58 degrees to start off the new year. So as you are watching football games on Monday, going to be pretty nice out there. And the nice thing with that front moving through, it's going to be coming through fairly dry, maybe a shower well off to the east. I kind of doubt that though. And so around here, not too bad. We'll take a closer look at the next couple of days and then the few days of the new year coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Mike. We're going to take a look outside with TransGuide. A lot of people on the road today is one of the busiest days considered across the country.
People either leaving or coming home.
Right. And so I know we're also going to have a lot of visitors coming in for the Alamo Bowl, but we're not seeing any incidents out on the road. If anything does pop up, we'll let you know about it. A shooting overnight that ended with both the victim and the suspect with injuries. The two men were found at two different locations. The first 911 call for a shooting came out around 9:30 last night on Leal Street. A man was shot just under the shoulder and taken to the hospital in critical condition. The victim says the suspect who shot him took off in a white vehicle. Then just 15 minutes later, another shooting victim was reported on Myrtle Street. The victim, a man in his 20s, had a gunshot wound to his leg. As it turns out, police have connected the two shootings, saying this man is the suspect from the first shooting on Leal Street. He reportedly drove himself to the Myrtle location before calling police.
The family of 18-year-old Savannah Soto now has to plan two funerals, Savannah's and her unborn baby. Soto's family is planning to honor her later on today with a vigil at Kenwood Park. It is a special location for the family. A tree has been planted there in honor of Soto's 15-year-old brother, Ethan. The family hosted a vigil at the park last year, right after he was killed. We've been closely following this story. Police believe they found Savannah, who was pregnant, dead in a car on the northwest side. The medical examiner has confirmed the man who was also inside that car was Matthew Guerrera, Savannah's boyfriend. Police also revealed the couple had gunshot wounds.
Unreal. You never think oh, you're gonna have to go through this, but sometimes life just hits you in the wrong ways, and this is where it takes you. Unfortunately, it's very sad.
Eagles Flight Advocacy and Outreach is helping Soto's family. They are asking for grocery gift cards or non-perishables to be donated at Kim's Closets, that's on Blanco Road.
We're also hearing from the family of Soto's boyfriend, Matthew Guerra, his family getting the news from police that no parent ever wants to hear. Guerra's parents say he was excited about becoming a father.
Matthew would have talks with the last 2-3 months, what kind of changes he wanted to make, what kind of dad he wanted to be, what kind of sports he wanted Fabian in. Just excited.
Matthew's father admitted his son didn't make the best decisions. Matthew had charges of unlawful carry, evading arrest, and a domestic assault charge from last Christmas. His father went on to say his son would not kill Savannah or the baby. This is a story that we're learning more about each and every day, and police are still calling it perplexing. So far, officers say there has not been any arrests or suspect information released in their deaths.
Lighter note, trending now on KSAT.com, Stable Hall in the Pearl District has announced it is opening on January 13th with a free music showcase. Stable Hall seats 1,000 people, features 6 full-service bars and an outdoor beer garden. Bands like Portugal, The Man, Saint Motel, and many local groups are going to be performing in the new year. For a full list of dates and artists coming, just look for this article on our website.
Another star is coming to San Antonio. Baby Shark's big Broadway tour will splash down in San Antonio at the Majestic Theater for 2 performances this coming May. The interactive show features music and visual effects. There are also a limited number of fantastic photo opportunities, and those tickets for an additional $50 for those photo ops, which include a pre-show experience, photo opportunity, and fantastic gift. Tickets are on sale now, and they start at $30. We have embedded a link to those tickets on this article. Just head to KSAT.com. And as we wrap up the year, we want to thank everyone that has tuned into on air and online with us, from the ever-changing Texas weather to celebrity sightings downtown. We have a full breakdown on our website of our top stories throughout every month this year. If you're curious, just head and look for this article on KSAT.com.
Yep, the year's not over until they play the Alamo Bowl, and that's tonight. The 2023 Valero Alamo Bowl, number 12 Oklahoma, number 14 Arizona. Yesterday, the head coaches Jed Fish and Brent Venables met with the media at the Dome before tonight's kickoff. And here's a close-up of that trophy. That is a good-looking trophy. It's going to look good in either one of their trophy cases, isn't it? Fish and his Arizona Wildcats are 3-point favorites to beat Venables and his Oklahoma Sooners.
We know we got an incredible opponent ahead of us. Oklahoma has done an amazing job this year, amazing job in years past, and it is a true blue blood of college football. So the opportunity for us to play them, we don't take lightly. We're very grateful for that, and we know they got a heck of a team. So we're going to have to bring our very best tomorrow evening, and we hope it's in front of a sold-out crowd. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, buy now.
Our guys are excited to play. We got 70 scholarship players that are committed to finishing what they started, and really excited about what we've seen, and an opportunity for the 129th team in Oklahoma history to have a chance to go after an 11th win. What a blessing that is. Been done 27 times in Oklahoma's history, and tied with Alabama. So we got a great opportunity against a fantastic opponent, easily one of the best matchups in all the bowl season. So looking forward to tomorrow night.
Fish, not only the head coach of Arizona, but he also does some marketing on the side for the big game. Like, he's out there trying to sell some tickets, baby. Good job there. One of the Wildcats got a bitty prig surprise yesterday. Mama and her baby. That was Wildcats offensive lineman Wendell Mao reuniting with his mom at the team hotel. She flew all the way into San Antonio from California just to surprise her son ahead of the big game tonight. Wendell talked about his mom and how much she means to him being here.
For her to be out here for this game means everything. She's been my rock, my support, and I just love her so much.
Yeah, the Wildcats and Sooners take the field tonight in the Dome. Kickoff is at 8:15. Hey, Texas A&M's rematch of the 2019 Texas Bowl with Oklahoma State didn't go quite as planned last night. The Aggies fell 31-23 to Mike Gundy and the Oklahoma State Cowboys, causing them to fall to 7-6 on the season. But Texas A&M was hobbled from nearly the start. Quarterback Jalen Henderson lasted just one play before he got hurt. So he was done for the game. The Cowboys, Texas Bowl champions. And San Antonio Spurs visiting the Portland Trail Blazers tonight for the first of back-to-back meetings in Portland. 4-25 Spurs have lost 5 straight after falling 130-118 to the Utah Jazz here at home on Tuesday. The Spurs are potentially going to be without rookie star Victor Wembanyama again, but he'll play Thursday after suffering that pregame ankle injury prior to Saturday's loss to the Dallas Mavericks. Graham and Bassie said to be out for that game as well. Starts at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, David. And this year we saw record-breaking heat and extreme drought. And this morning's Gardening with KSAT, I've got the top 5 plants that thrived in South Texas despite those tough conditions that you should plant in your gardens next year.
Here are my top 5 picks of plants that thrived in 2023 that you should plant in your gardens for 2024. Zinnias. Pollinators would pick drinking from a zinnia over most of my flowers. Grow them from seeds instead of buying transplants. Trust me, they last longer and then some. They can tolerate super hot temps, but make sure to water in the mornings because they do burn easily. Garlic took off. I planted these on a whim right around Thanksgiving. Holy flavor, they are doing great. And I bought these at the grocery store and planted the cloves right in. Plus, they don't need too much water, freeze tolerant, ward off other pests. Can't wait to harvest in June. Greg's Mist Flower. If you want to build a bar in your garden for the butterflies, plant Greg's Mist Flower. Extremely drought and heat tolerant. If you build it, they will come. Rosemary. This is a plant it and leave it kind of herb. Heat and drought tolerant, these have survived 2 hard freezes. Plus, who doesn't love a constant supply of fresh rosemary? Salvia indigo spires. She's a goddess, blooms all year, extremely hardy, drought and heat tolerant, native. And the butterflies love her. She makes me look like I really know what I'm doing in the garden. But the secret is she is doing all the work. Plant indigo spires. She'll make you look good. Happy gardening in 2024. Give these plants a try.
It is 9:41 and 48 degrees. A little chilly to be planting plants, but hey, maybe you got the greenhouse going.
Yeah.
When are you going to do some greenhouse stories?
Oh, we'll get there, David.
All right.
Don't you worry. Okay, hey, coming up, we're here this morning. So, no, we didn't win the Powerball, unfortunately. But after the break, we'll take a look at what's up for grabs.
Ooh, that's a big number.
Yep.
Estimated $760 million jackpot's going to be up for grabs in the next Powerball drawing after no winning ticket was drawn last night.
The swelling prize is the 4th Powerball jackpot to exceed $500 million this year. The lottery's next drawing will be this Saturday night.
Okay, so it's been more than 2 months with no grand prize winner. The carries a lump sum option estimated at $382.5 million.
Take that. But it wasn't all heartbreaking last night. At least one person in Texas won $2 million.
Wow.
And at least one other person in California won $1 million.
$382 million, and then you got to pay taxes on that.
That's the cash value. Yes.
So that's the cash value.
So what are we thinking, Mike?
What would you net? Maybe 250?
Enough
high. And I'm the financial wizard. I'm looking at this. So yeah, 382. Isn't it like don't they say, rap, sorry.
We'll work out our $1 million dreams later. Thank you, Mike.
All right, are we doing this health issue thing?
I think so.
Wrapped up into okay.
I think so.
Health experts want you to know that you can always hit the jackpot with your fitness journey. Oh, there we go. Fitness health.
So if you find it harder to get active during these colder months, CNN's Mandy Gaither has cold weather workout tips in today's Health Minute.
There we go.
Your 2024 health goals shouldn't take a break when it's cold outside.
Aside from the physical health benefits, outdoor exercise, especially in the winter, can help with things like reducing stress, anxiety, and depression, which we often see higher levels of during the winter months.
Sports medicine Dr. Michael Tiso with Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center says exercising 12 months a year should be a part of your lifestyle, not a burden. To safely exercise in the cold, Tiso says to dress based on the temperature and your activity, but wearing layers is important.
They'd be starting with like a synthetic base layer, a middle fleece, and then an outer insulated jacket, or a combination of a puffy warmth coat and an outer shell. The shell helps protect against rain and wind, and the inner puffy part of the jacket helps keep the warmth in.
Stay away from clothes made with cotton. Tiso says that material tends to trap moisture close to the skin. If it's really cold outside, he says to keep extremities like fingers, which are more vulnerable to frostbite, covered. And before you exercise, do a short 5 to 10 minute warm up to get blood flowing to muscles.
Afterwards, after you're done exercising, a short cool down can help, and then sometimes stretching after exercise may be more effective than doing it before.
And watch out for sun exposure. You can still get sunburned in the winter, especially if it reflects off of snow. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Minus another 2. Oh, we're still trying to figure out this.
We're doing
None
all
of us
kinds
are winners,
of math.
but we're trying to figure out.
Trying to live
Look
that
at those little
daydream.
guys out there. They're like, hey, man, it's like almost 50 degrees.
Yeah, they don't need any lottery money. They're living their best life here at the zoo. Hey, it's a great day to always go to the San Antonio Zoo. We know we have a lot of visitors in town for the Alamo Bowl. And Mike, I'm sure they'll be heading out to the zoo today as well.
Where's the man?
Speaking of the man in the moon?
Yeah, is he there?
Sure.
That's a big moon.
I know. Last full moon was last night, last full moon of 2023. It's called the full cold moon, of course, and it was absolutely gorgeous. Look at this picture out there by the airport. I mean, those vivid blue skies with the dry air that we have upstairs in the atmosphere, dry air down here at the surface. You really can't beat it a day like this. So the sunset is going to be spectacular. Off to the west, off to the east, roughly at the same time is when the moon's going to be coming up, and it's going to be just a prize winner as well. Still at 44 degrees. The normal low temperature this time of year is 41, so we're not much above that. We did dip down into the mid upper 30s and even freezing in parts of the hill country earlier this morning. Still 39 right now in Comfort. If you are going to be wandering around, visiting town on the Riverwalk, seeing all the sights around town, just spectacular. Take a jacket, take your sunglasses. 56 at noon today, and then we will top off at 62. So it is going to be on the chilly side, and especially that's in the sun. If you get in the shade, it's going to be even cooler than that. And 62, by the way, is just basically our normal high temperature, and then we drop back down into the 50s. So it will cool off very quickly once that sun thinks about going down. Now, we've got obviously really dry air in place. That's going to be the case today, tomorrow, as well as Saturday. Then the humidity, the dew point, sort of the measure moisture in the atmosphere, is going to be going up as we go into Sunday. Then notice how it drops down on Monday for New Year's Day, and that's because we have a front that's going to be moving on through here, and that will then also pull in some cooler air because we get a little bit of a spike in temperatures by Sunday, and that's going to get us into the 70s. So here's what it looks like. Long-range computer model, maybe a little bit of a cloud here or there, but basically the next couple of days is going to be cloud-free. A few clouds late Saturday night. Then we go into New Year's Eve, and it's going to be very nice around here. As that front approaches, we will have a chance for a few showers well off there to the east. A couple of clouds hanging around here on Monday. Then, now this is a little bit of an update from earlier. The next rain chance looks like it's going to want to move in here a little bit sooner. It had been like late Tuesday into Wednesday, but now it looks like it's going to be late Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening with that chance for some rain. The majority of that being well off to the northeast, then that moves on out of here by Wednesday. And going then into the next chance of rain really is not looking too encouraging. What we have going on here, here's the low, which brought in the cooler air right now, and then that works its way off here. We get this bit of a bump on Sunday. Then the next little bit of a trough or low moves on in here, and that gives us the chance of rain Tuesday. The next chance may be with that low off there to the west, but another one of those cutoff lows, which you kind of look at it going, what's it going to be doing? You have to sort of a wait and see situation. So we have a few extra clouds around Saturday, 65, 70 on Sunday. Front moves through, and that cools us off for the first of the year, and that chance of rain now on Tuesday on the 2nd, and some cool temperatures to start off the new year. More after this.
Take a look outside with Trans Guide. I know a lot of people on the roads this morning, a lot of people. This is the biggest travel day across the country for, air and on the roads. Not anything popping up on our end. If something does, just head to KSAT.com.
We're still trying to figure out how we're going to invest the
We've been doing a lot of math.
that we're going to win on Saturday night. We split it evenly 3 ways, right, gang?
Absolutely.
You heard it here first,
win.
folks. Who are you? Plenty of sunshine out there today. Beautiful blue skies. It is definitely chilly. We're up to 49 right now. We are going to be topping off today at 62. Gorgeous, gorgeous day. Beautiful tomorrow as well. Nice on Saturday. A couple of extra clouds. It's going to be warm to finish out the year on Sunday, and then another front moves through here, so a chilly start to 2024.
Thank you, Mike.
Enjoy the day. It's absolutely beautiful. Get out. We'll see you at KSAT 12 News.